On the 13th of March, 2023, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Parliament and Legal Reform, the Tuksir Azalena Uthman Saed revealed that there was a possibility of insiders aiding the descendants of the 1878 Sultan of Sulu, considering the fact that they have been making non-stop claims against the country overseas. The Malaysian government is investigating whether there are Malaysians who have been helping the descendants in their claims against Malaysia. Azalena said, "Right now, we want to find out who exactly is involved, as there is the possibility that there is an inside game going on. There could be a leak or actions that give a weird kind of strength to this group, the descendants of the 1878 Sultan of Sulu. I am investigating this. This is part of the investigation process, and we want to know what exactly is the source of these claims. If they had wanted to make such claims, it should have been a long time ago, when the payments to them were stopped in 2013. Why do it only now?" Azalena said this when asked to explain what sort of efforts are being made to deal with the descendants of the 1878 Sultan of Sulu who seem to be getting bolder in filing claims in international arbitration court. The arbitration claims were made by the descendants, years after Malaysia stopped making annual payments of 5,300 Malaysian ringgit. The dispute stems from a contract of lease agreement signed in 1878 between two European businessmen and the Sultan of Sulu for use of his territory in present-day Malaysia. An agreement that independent Malaysia honoured until 2013, paying the monarch's descendants a token sum annually. Malaysian government stopped the payments after a bloody incursion in Lahad Datu, Sabah, in 2013 by supporters of the Sultanate of Sulu who wanted to reclaim their land from Malaysia. The descendants of the Sultan of Sulu, who once controlled a territory spanning rainforest-covered islands in the southern Philippines and parts of Borneo Island, say they were not involved in the incursion and sought arbitration over the suspension of payments. On the 28th of February, 2022, the arbitrator appointed by the Spanish court, named Dr. Gonzalo Stampa, awarded $14.92 billion. However, Stampa had made the award in the French court. Malaysia, which did not participate in the arbitration, maintains the process was illegal and has obtained a stay on the ruling in France. The descendants managed to seize again the two Petronas assets in Azerbaijan in February 2023. Despite the stay, a French judge in December 2022 granted the descendants' request to seize 3 Malaysian government properties in Paris to settle a debt of €2.3 million or $2.46 million that they said was owed to them, according to court documents shared by the descendants' lawyers. Azalena is expected to soon fly to Europe to gather information on the issue as the descendants are still pursuing attempts to seize Malaysian assets in the continent. Asked about the strategy the country will take, Azalena said she could not reveal this, but she needed to look into the differences in opinion about the way forward as well as differences in input and information that has been received. Azalena said, "There are some senior government officers who have made some decisions on the affairs of the country and its sovereignty without consulting the cabinet. This sort of thing must be brought before the consideration of the cabinet. I believe this goes with the principle of shared responsibility and that of the responsibility of the cabinet to Parliament under Article 43(3) of the Federal Constitution." Azalena warned Malaysians who may be in league with the Sulu group that they would not escape and could be charged for treason against the Yang Di Pertuan Agan, the punishment for which was death by hanging. Azalena said, the Special Secretariat which had been formed on the 17th of February 2023 to look into the Sulu claims was now looking at what legal action can be taken and what strategies can be employed. The membership of the Secretariat has also been expanded and now comprises representatives from the Foreign Ministry, the Communications and Digital Ministry, the National Security Council, the Sabah Attorney General and legal experts. Asked why the matter had not been settled via diplomatic negotiations with the Philippines, she said this was because the Philippine government was not involved in the claims. On whether there could be more claims, Azalena said this was a commercial action taken by the claimants which went against Malaysia's sovereignty.